Hey, this is Molly Rennick from Living Dead Girl, Digital Tour Bus's Dream Tour segment. Now, being asked what my dream tour is such a loaded question. Like, there's so many different answers I can think of, so many different bands that come to mind. It's like, whose music do I love enough that I want to hear every single night for weeks or months on end? And whose live show has such an amazing energy that I would love to be a part of it, like even just as like an opening act, just to be able to share a stage with. And also like what kind of people like I want to hang out with and be around for weeks or months on end. Again, like what kind of people I would like want to be hanging out with and experiencing that with. And I think my first answer is definitely going to be Hailstorm. I would absolutely love to tour with Hailstorm and open for them one day. I've met Lizzie a few times and she is the most genuine, kind-hearted person ever. Like when you are talking to her, you can just tell how genuinely kind she is. So I have so much respect for her, both as a musician and as a person. I think if I ever have the opportunity to share a stage with Hailstorm, that would be a literal dream come true. So definitely Hailstorm is on the top of my list for Dream Tour. And I've also seen the past few years, Hailstorm has been touring with other female-fronted artists, like In This Moment, New Year's Day, Stitched Up Heart. So I definitely think it might happen one day. I'm really hopeful that it will. So I guess a few years from now, if it's happened, I'm gonna come back and watch this video and see me talk about how it was my dream to open for Hailstorm. Also on the same topic of other female-fronted bands, I would love to tour with In This Moment and The Pretty Reckless. Those are two of my all-time favorite female vocalists and female artists out there, are Maria Brink and Taylor Momsen. I have so much respect and admiration for those women, so I think being able to share a stage with them would just be such an honor. And I can honestly really see myself hanging out with those two girls. Like, I think they're both amazing, so I would love to do that. Another band that comes to mind right away too is Motionless in White. I think our music and their music would complement each other really well on a lineup. I think us opening for them would make a really good show personally. Like if I were someone that was attending that show, I would love to see Living Dead Girl play before Motionless in White. I think just stylistically and everything, Motionless in White and Living Dead Girl would just make a really cool lineup. I think it would just work really well. And I've met them also and they're super cool guys. Chris is super nice. So I always think of those kind of things too. It's like who would I want to like be around for that long, like on a tour? And it's like, yeah, Motionless in White's definitely one of them. Super cool guys. I would also love to one day maybe tour with Starset. I think musically we could work together on the same bill. I've seen Starset play with, was it within This Moment a few years ago? So I don't see why Living Dead Girl couldn't play with them. Once again, super cool people, really down to earth, really nice. And I love their music. Their live show is absolutely incredible. Like I've seen them live, I think like 10 times now, I want to say, and their live show blows me away every single time. So I think the whole energy of that and just, I think it would just be so much fun. I think that would be amazing. So I feel like if I could like make my own little festival right now, like my lineup would be like us opening, Living Dead Girl being the opening band, Hailstorm, In This Moment, Pretty Reckless, Motionless in White, and Starset. I feel like if there was like some small festival or a show with like a loaded lineup, like those are the bands that I would choose. All of them are musicians that I look up to and whose music I love. So being able to play with any of them would honestly be such an honor. And I really hope that I can scratch these off my list of goals, list of dreams to one day play with these bands.